Drill 92.3, LA's home for hip-hop, man. The real after-party bootleg, Kev Damage, Dre Sinatra.
Yeah.
Special guest in the building. His new album just came out. We got our guy Berner here.
The big Pescado.
Woo.
Pescado.
Yo, talk about this album, man. It's number 1, currently number 4 overall, but number 1 on the hip-hop charts.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do.
No, especially today. And there's like a bunch of dope, like really big artists up there.
Yeah, like G-Eazy and Post Malone and Eminem. I mean, a lot of white rappers are.
Eminem.
And he's independent too, which is,
Yeah,
it's
Davies is up there right now.
Shout out Davies.
He's right behind me. That's my brother. Shout out to Davies. And I think he's going to just pop. But, at the end of the day, that was the goal. The main goal, the first goal has been executed. Let's make sure when it comes out, the day comes out, it's in the number 1 spot.
Right.
That's been executed. For sure. Now the next goal is to try to get this album gold somehow.
Yo, so the whole entire album is produced by Scott Storch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, Scott has been on like a nice renaissance in the last couple of years. Shout out to Steve Lobel.
You're working.
Yeah, we working.
Been working. We working.
Talk about your relationship with Scott and like what it was like getting in the studio with somebody, because I feel like nobody does that anymore. Like working with a producer for a whole project is such like a, an old thing that we don't get.
It just was like, I just felt right. Like usually when I meet somebody, I try to get like the dopest experience out of them instead of just getting a verse with Cam. We did an EP instead of just doing the EP with Styles P. When it was only supposed to be a verse, it turned out to be a full album.
Right.
And when I met with Scott, we talked about doing a full EP, and that's what we first started doing. And then I was just like, bro, we gotta finish this album up. Like, there's no point in just doing a full EP. Let's do a full album. And it just came like, and it was like the first session was so dope because. Like I give him a vibe that I want to do and like reference like a certain vibe, and he just knocks it out right there. And that was the first time I really kind of sat there and did it, like each song, like, you know what I'm saying, strategically.
That's dope.
What was that first vibe though when you gave him? Like, what mindset did you come in?
I just told him, bro, I grew up on your music as a fan of everything that you've done. I know what you've worked on, and I just want to bring that old, like, West Coast.
For sure.
Because I told him, like,
keys.
on the West Coast stuff that he did, no Bay Area artists have ever rapped over it. It was all LA artists.
Right.
I'm like, picture of a Bay Cat got on some of them West Coast beats.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what kind of goal was with that. It's tight.
Can he hang with you smoking wise?
Hell, he smokes more than me.
I was gonna say,
Well, more concentrates. He's right there. We're stepbrothers, so we smoke just amount of the same.
yeah, smoke. Who smokes like who can outsmoke Berner in the rap game?
It'd probably
If anyone.
be Wiz, because he'll go to the extreme just to make sure he beats you, and even if he suffers later from it, he's not gonna care.
He's not gonna let you see it though.
Yeah, Wiz,
he won't let you see it.
You can't beat Wiz in anything. If you want to compete with him, he will make sure he outdrinks, smokes, kickbox. I mean, he'll do whatever to beat you, and then maybe he'll like be fucked up later about it. But
I agree.
Yo, did Scott share any awesome stories with you? I feel like whenever
that's part of the whole thing is like, not only were they epic sessions and smoke sessions, but the stories are
whenever
legendary.
his movie comes out,
Man, when his movie comes out,
it's gonna be crazy.
it's gonna make Wolf of Wall Street look like Little Red Riding Hood.
I feel like not a lot of people know Scott Storch low key might be the all-time great hip hop coxman with his roster of chicks he's probably slayed.
Hey, not only that, the dude is one of the biggest ballers ever. I mean, like when billionaires are very conservative, like
Right.
they don't spend money, and that's why they have money. Scott got
did.
bread and went nuts.
He
He's
went
like,
fucking crazy.
Give me the yacht. He had
it all.
multiple planes, the whips, and he's had some crazy legendary experiences. So to be able to even vibe with dude, first of all, but then to make a classic album that succeeded so far.
And a lot of chicks out there, he hit it first.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
Did. First guy with the Bugatti that I've ever seen in my life.
No, 100%, man. You got Conway on the album. You got Pusha T on the album. Snoop. I think you have always showed like a really, dope ear when it comes to just like touching all sides of hip hop. Like you got a record with Young Thug and what is it about like guys like Conway who East Coast boom bap underground spitters?
Man, Conway's just so dope. Like, and his style's dope, and like everything about him was dope. And I seen him, just doing his thing. And then randomly, Styles P had hit me and was like, "Yo, Conway's up in LA. He's gonna hit the cookie store and go grab something to smoke." I'm like, "Cool." Then we said we gotta work, we gotta do something. So that week we did that talking on. I'm sorry, it's not called that. It's called Loose Lips now. We did the Loose Lips record, and then I sent it to him to get on, and he got on it and bodied it. And then I was like, all right, now what would take the song over the edge? Pusha T. That would make the song so dope because it's a collab. My whole thing is if you ever look at any of my albums, I try to do collabs that people wouldn't expect.
Right.
With the Young Thug and the YG and everything for the All in the Day with Vital. I mean, I try to do things that people don't expect. So I was like, okay, Conway's on this. It could be a song I just add another verse on, or I get a, another, artist that's in that camp. Hell no, we putting Pusha T on there.
How did the Pusha T thing come about? How'd you link with Pusha T?
Shout out to my brother Moo. You know what I'm saying? Moo Daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Moo Daddy. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Moo Daddy is the homie. You know what I'm saying? And he actually made the Pusha T thing happen like
through
that.
the lob.
Like that, and then he also put me with Trey Songz as well.
Oh wow,
yeah. And
they were blowing up my line actually, low key. People don't even know us, but they was like, "Yo, we want to work with Berner."
I think it's the tightest thing ever because I'm a big fan of Trey Songz, and when I was like, he wants to work with me, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, and that just shows. I mean, you're working out here. How's that feel? For somebody like that to acknowledge, to be like, "Yo, I want to work with Berner," because cats like that, they have the option to work with anybody in the game, but for them to reach out,
it's a dope feeling too. Because sometimes I get like real I would just say not unconfident, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know if other artists really mess with my music.
right?
And when we did that song, he was feeling the hell out the verses I did. He was like, "Oh man, you gassed that." Oh, and I was just like, "Dang, this is a real big artist."
Right.
Shout out to Trey Songz.
100%. We were talking earlier, and I'm like, "Yo, your music speaks to the soul of anyone who's ever sold marijuana over state lines through the mail." For obviously, you're retired. You're straight legal pushing now. What are the do's and don'ts of sending a pack? In the mail.
First of all, the first do's and don't is like don't just throw a turkey bag in a poster tube, a big poster tube. You probably gotta wrap that thing up.
You gotta
right?
get the vacuum seal.
I mean,
you
please,
double vacuum seal it.
Yeah, you triple vacuum seal
Triple
it, and you
vacuum
wear
seal it.
gloves and you wipe it down nice. And that's just all what I've heard about how you do it. And
Right. Allegedly.
Another thing
So
is you
you've heard.
probably don't want to like have a signature on the box. You probably want to wave that thing. You want to make sure that no one's liable when it touches down where it goes. 'Cause that would be a bad thing, right? If you sign for it and then you're boom boom and don't send a high homie in there to do it. Like don't send some sus ass dude in there to send your pack for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes
Get yourself
sense.
an older man that looks very
This
responsible.
is all very good advice.
This is all stuff I
Tip is a
heard
good
about.
one.
This is
That
all
last
stuff you heard
tip is
about.
a good
People
one.
might send like somebody looking super shady, like I'm trying to overnight this to Atlanta. Oh yeah, we know exactly what
Is
this is.
overnighting like smart? Because I heard that you don't overnight it.
Let's put it like this. I know of people that worked at the post office just to poke packs. They have a little ice pick like they're in the pen, and when they see something coming overnight from California, they're just sticking that pack. And if it smells good, it's going in their trunk.
Damn.
It's a shady game. That post office, I heard, is nuts.
Whoa.
They hitting licks
Yeah.
in the post office.
Hey, the post office, there might be a movie about this shit one day.
The recreational side of things has been moving here in Cali. We'll get to your shop you just opened today, but I'm curious, what are your thoughts on with Jeff Sessions? He repealed the Obama stuff. Where the states that are.
My whole thoughts on that is just like.
And how does it affect you?
So, well, it affects me in a way that everything we do is federally illegal. They can come just asset seize everything I have and lock me up and put me away for what I do. But at the end of the day, I do it because I love it and I'm passionate about it. As far as Jeff Sessions goes, we talked about him today, and I had a big smile on my face when I dressed, and I said, look, the man hasn't experienced people. He's a very sheltered person. He needs to get out around the world and talk to people. Not his circle, his power circle.
Right.
Come talk to people because people want weed in their life, and people know that it's not a harmful thing. And to compare it to heroin, you're just very ignorant. That would like
100%.
say that's like saying a dick is the same as a labia. It's not. That's a little skin hanging on the girl, and your dick is.
Or
a
it's
dick.
like saying gonorrhea is the same as AIDS.
Yeah, it's
come
like
on.
saying that like
Ignorant.
McDonald's is the same as a salad. No, it's not. It's a completely different thing. So at the end of the day, Jeff, my brother, you've lived a very sheltered life, in my opinion. You need to smile more and just come out and be around any people, any person, any demographic, any age, and just have that convo. That's it.
Come smoke on with Burn, man.
Man, Jeff, I'll get you so right, bro. You gonna go home. That food's never gonna taste so good.
I mean, obviously, the laws and all that shit benefit your business directly. Have you like donated to any candidates, or like is there?
I donate to all kind of things. I take care of a lot of people, and I'm one of them dudes that don't like really get up there and boast about it or
Right.
talk about it, but all kind of charities and things that directly help people and I know they're gonna get help from it. We do a lot of that.
100%. Would you ever smoke out Trump, who's never smoked weed? I hear.
Get out of here.
I hear he's never smoked weed.
He probably has done
You know
harder
what?
stuff. He's probably smoked crack.
I think he's gotten pissed on by Russian hookers, but I don't think he's ever smoked weed.
As much as I don't like Donald Trump, and as much as fuck shit he said about,
he's a piece of shit, for
culture,
sure.
our people, you know what I'm saying, and
Asians.
hating on that wall, I would only smoke out Trump because I know the shit I'm finna smoke with him is so goddamn good. He's gonna have a revelation in his head. He's gonna have like a life-changing experience. He's gonna be so loaded that he's gonna laugh probably. He's gonna probably realize that he's a fucking weirdo and he needs to stay on weed.
What would the strain be?
Man, I'm smoking Gushers with some motherfucking full melt snowman bubble in that joint, and he's just gonna his heart's gonna be on pound.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's gonna move to Mexico when we smoke with him, dude. For sure he would. I swear to God.
He's going to
would.
call Jeff Sessions.
And he's gonna stop eating McDonald's so much.
Listen, little Jeff, reverse what the fuck you said, little Jeff.
Yeah, you know, Jeff, bro, we ain't got no problems with you, bro. Hey, much respect. I was taught to respect your elders because it's hard to live. You could die in a car accident. You can get shot. Your girl could, cut your wrist. You could, whatever. Heart attack. Jeff, you've made it. You're
Jeff
old
Sessions,
as hell.
you're an old racist piece of shit.
You're
I
old
can
as-
say that.
You're old as hell. You're old as hell, and you're still here, so I respect you. But come on, Jeffy. Come on, baby boy. You're tripping.
With the whole Taylor Gang thing, obviously, one of the biggest brands in hip hop. First of all, Taylor Gang album, which finally came out.
Yeah.
Compilation.
The compilation finally came out.
Mixtape.
But you and Wiz, you've been teasing a Wiz project
Hey, man, look.
forever, and I know it's done.
Yeah, I'm ready when he's ready.
So it's ready.
It's ready, and I think that really just the game plan was for me to get my solo album out and let him get his out, the album he's about to drop next, and then we'll put it out. But at the end of the day, Wiz, I'm down to leak that whenever you want me to, bro.
Just throw it out there. What is the next collab project? Because I know you always we were just talking. You're ready to just keep recording and put out the next shit.
I got something with my boys. Shout out to my BOE boys. I got my own record label since 2007, and so I got a group project with Hollywood, Ski Mask, LB, myself, and a couple other people that we rock with. That's already done. 6 songs. So we'll drop it when
You and Mozzie got to do something.
Me and Mozzie might
I know
do
you guys
something.
got music together.
Yeah, Mozzie's hard.
For a full
and he
project.
just dumped that bottle of lean out too. Shout out to Mozzie, man, for real, because you kicked the cup challenge is dope. So we might work, but I mean the next thing is me, Be Real, Styles P, and Jadakiss.
Woo!
Wow.
It's already been talked about.
Exclusive.
Beats have already been picked, and
man,
shout out to Jada, and he engaged in this conversation. He's got this morale up, and to me, goals. I don't care about nothing else, man. I done worked with them all, but Jada reaches out and says we're doing a project.
Crazy.
Man, I am juiced about that.
That's
for real.
big right there.
And we bringing in. I said, okay, we're bringing in Styles P and Be Real. We're doing a super group, and let's do some merch and tour off it. And everyone's down.
100%.
Yeah.
That's dope. How successful is Cookies right now, man? It's everywhere. It's in every damn store. I go to Zoomy. Once you know you in Zoomies, that Zoomy's check.
Cookies is like a sign. Like if you see somebody wearing cookies, like he smokes.
Every time I wear, we were doing
Right?
a high school
We
when
did
I
a
had a
high
Cookies
school.
hoodie on, and the kid was like, "I like your
Cookies
sweater,
is a-
bro."
But then the kid had the cookie shirt, and we
Oh,
both
he
looked
did.
at him. and We were like, "Oh,
He's
either
a little
you smoke
pothead.
or your dad is
Cookies
already."
is a conversation starter. Like many careers were started off wearing a cookie shirt.
Every
hear
time I
about
wear
it all the
Cookies,
time.
someone says something. Yo, I see
like
you,
people
bro.
connected on some like big plays with that cookie, but Cookies is doing so good. I don't even like to go out the house no more. I'm chilling, man.
Like if everything went away but Cookies, the clothing line, you'd be straight. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I'm always gonna be straight. If I had to go bartend or wait tables or go be a life coach or something, I'm gonna figure. So I'm always gonna get money because I'm Mexican, baby.
we
we
gotta
hustle,
work
man.
9 to 5
Do what we gotta
jobs.
do,
So the recreational spot out here is in Maywood.
It's in Maywood, California, man, and it's for people that don't know where Maywood is, you're about to know where it's at. Everybody in the city of Maywood, man, I just gotta thank y'all for bringing us in with open arms and showing nothing but love. But it's right near downtown LA. It's in East LA, right?
So yeah, East LA. So how does that feel? I mean, being from the Bay, growing up from the Bay, and there was one point where there was separation between the Bay and LA.
Yeah.
So how does that feel being accepted, like within the community, just music, Latinos, weed, just like 1,000 people showing up for your shit? How did that
It's
feel?
the most unreal, like incredible feeling ever because being a Bay Area artist, especially being Latin. I've seen a lot of other Latin artists out in my area struggle with that.
Right.
And I never really looked at that or got caught up in that. And I just was like, look, I'm Berner. I'm a dude. You know what I'm saying? and I'm representing for all of us, and I don't really know them politics like that. And so at the end of the day, showing up here, I know exactly how much love I'm getting and how supported people are being. It's fucking epic, dude.
It's beautiful.
That shit is dope, man. Everybody in LA is showing so much love. And what's the dopest thing out of everything is if you look at my analytics on Spotify or Apple Music or Instagram, most of my fans are from LA. So
you gotta do the Cookies
Oh.
Christmas next year here. You gotta do one here,
you know
one
what?
in LA.
I'm
in San
actually
Francisco.
down to do that because at the end of the day, I'm getting so much love in LA. I feel so much
Do
at
it,
home,
man.
and that's why we opened up Cookies Maywood.
Let's do it.
Because, you know, being out here, I lived out here for the last 6 years on and off. You know, I've had the 2 places, and I fucking love LA.
For the record, Cookies Christmas is just so OD with the weed smoking. I mean, I seen them roll a joint. How many pounds?
Oh yeah, that I
How
saw
many
it on
pounds was it?
Instagram.
Luckily, I was out there this year, so
It was like
I mean, I saw them like they were rolling it. It was, how many
Man.
pounds was it?
They put 5 Ps in there, but then they put hella extracts in there too. So like
so obviously that whole thing didn't get smoked.
it did because the dude that grabbed it when it did, the whatever didn't get finished, he wrapped it up and took it home, and I saw for the next 3 weeks the progression of it being smoked.
Oh wow.
Shout out to Tone Loc. That's my brother for life.
Tone Loc?
No, Tone Loc
Oh.
from the Bay Area. Tone Loc.
I was about to say Tone Loc like
My Thiz
the
Latin
wild
homie.
thing.
My Thiz Latin brother, man. Shout out to Tone Loc. He burned the shit out of that motherfucker. He said, I ain't letting this shit go to waste.
That shit is crazy.
That's smart though.
Last question. You talked about the kick the cup shit, and you know, Lil Pump and all these guys are kicking the Xanax shit
Yeah.
to the side, which I think is real dope.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What do you think is the most beneficial? Like if somebody's watching this who's got like, you know, withdrawals or issues that, you know, those
Kicking
type
something.
of prescription drugs would typically treat that are very addictive. What is like a product that they could get that's is it the CBD oil? Is it
You know what? Like, if you're trying to get off Xanax, you got to go to rehab for 2 months because Xanax is more addicting than heroin.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, you got to be careful if you've been doing hella Xanax, you got to be careful. You probably want to get some nurse's advice and make sure that you wean yourself off. You like take little bits less and less every day, and be careful with that shit because you got to have seizures and die
Right.
fucking around off that shit. That's scary, dude.
Did you ever have any like certain other drug besides weed that you had a problem with? That
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Big
you
time.
battled
Big
with.
Pescado was into the cocaine
cocaine.
out here. Big time.
Cocaine.
You know, at the end of the
Oh,
day,
man.
like
I would never
look,
think.
here's the thing. A lot of people don't know this about me. I'm gonna give you the juice. The last question was the best question because, you know, I was bartending at 18 years old
Right.
at Jelly's Pier 50 in San Francisco. That's where the new baseball park is at. And Friday night was hip hop night. Saturday night was techno night, and Sunday night was salsa. And all them Cubans and all them Brazilians came through and gave Young Poppy the pack. They give me the bombest blow ever. I was on coke, bartending, fucking bitches. I think I fucked more bitches bartending than I ever did rapping because at
Wow.
the end of the night, you're the man. You're the one pouring the drinks.
Right.
And they knew I was 18 and 19 bartending.
With the coke.
Young Pescado on coke, slick back hair, whole different look. It was big, and I took shit down. And I was on coke for 6 years, and I quit right before I had my daughter because, man, I almost OD'd off that shit. That shit. Was
Damn,
scary.
yeah,
That
that
shit, I
cocaine
almost
is
really
no
died
joke,
off that
man.
shit. And then after I almost died off it, I hit a little line, and that shit hit me so weird. I'm like, I'm cool. I got a kid coming. I can't do it. So I think I'm 11 years off that
Did
shit.
you struggle though, as far as
So
like kicking it? Or was it
when I
instant?
stopped doing coke, I stopped instantly, and I got hella anxiety afterwards because I'm a motherfucker that when I do something, I do it. I'd hit lines like this long and just lay down and let my heart race until I fell asleep. People are like, what the fuck are you doing? I was on one, bro. And yeah, that shit, it wasn't easy, but the best thing I ever did was do that. I stopped drinking when I stopped doing blow.
So you still don't drink?
I don't drink.
That's crazy.
movie.
Shout out
I
to
might
Berner.
take 1 shot or 2 shots.
Every once in a while.
Like,
celebratory purposes.
maybe even tonight. The album's #1 hip-hop album. We just crushed
What
our-
shot would that be?
You know I'm taking some 1942.
All right.
Tequila guy, Mexican.
Tequila,
Why
of
not?
course.
Yeah, no downers, only uppers.
The album is out right now.
It's out right now.
Go support it. It's crazy. Hopefully we'll get that Berner, Jada, Be Real.
No
and
hoping on
Styles.
that. Hopefully
That's
we get that
happening.
gold. I hope we get a gold album. Look, I
Yo,
know it's
for
almost
real.
damn near impossible with the with the category, whatever.
Go support it though.
Man, support that shit. If you like it, man, go get like 7 iPods and just press play on all of them and let that thing go. You know what I'm saying?
And tell
Maybe
your
get
people. Share it online.
Favorite song on the album?
Favorite song on the album right now is probably Pressure because I'm under a whole lot of pressure right now.
Hey,
Boom. That's only right,
Or
baby.
Flex, or maybe Noid, or there's hell of them.
There's a lot of them. Let's go,
Classic.
baby. Thank you for coming in, man. It's Real 92.3
Appreciate y'all.
LA's home for
Yeah.
hip hop.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
My brother.